Hello everyone, and welcome to our weather updates on January 11th, 2024. So looking at our 5-day forecast, our short range forecast, you can see that today, Thursday, was quite a cloudy day for many areas of Ireland with easterly winds, quite chilly winds, dragging in some clouds. However, today is not as cold as it was earlier in the week. Into tonight then, we will see a patchy frost in parts of Ulster, especially, and possibly the far west of Kerry, under clearer skies. Into tomorrow then, Friday, we see a generally day of cloud again, a generally cloudy day. However, some bright spells will occur in the north and southwest after a frosty start. Then tomorrow night, Friday night, we will see more extensive clear spells forming. That is as a cold front starts moving in to the north of Ulster into Saturday morning. Now, Saturday itself will be a day of nice sunshine in the south, prolonged winter sunshine after a frosty start. However, through the day, a band of patchy light rain will move southwards. That is the cold front. Behind that cold front into Sunday, we see a northerly wind. And looking at Scotland, we see widespread snow showers there, covering in a few areas. And showers go wintry in Ulster on Sunday nights. Into Monday itself, we see snow showers in Ulster. And in other areas, it's mainly dry, but sunny and very cold again after a frosty start. Into Monday night, a little area of rainfall moves into the northwest. This may be wintry on the leading edge over Ulster, especially in the north and northeast, but it will turn generally to snow over northern England and southern Scotland there on Thursday. Sorry, on Tuesday anyway. On Tuesday even. And Tuesday itself sees more spells of snow moving into Scotland there. By then, Scotland, Northern England would be snow covered, but in Ireland we're still on the rainy side there. Looking at a temperature forecast, by then it's quite cold. Scotland is absolutely freezing, and the snow depth there should be a bar for that. Yes, there is. You can see Scotland, many areas of Scotland, Northern England, completely snow covered. Here is the temperature forecast from the UKV. Here we go. So, we are starting off tonight with a patchy frost in the southwest and north, under the clearest skies. Tomorrow will be a chilly day with highest temperatures of 3 in the north, up to about 6 in the south. Tomorrow night will be more frosty than previous nights, with lowest temperatures going down widely to about -3 in locality in the southeast, up to around 4 or 5 in Ulster. Into Saturday then, it'll be a cold day with highest temperatures of around 3 in the south, up to 7 in the north. Into Saturday nights, we see the frost region varying because there's this area of less cold air that gradually moves southwards overnight. That is under the cold front that's coming southwards. Not very intense, just a band of clouds and patchy rain. So frost ahead of it for a time in Munster and behind it in the north and midlands into early Sunday morning. Now, Sunday is a cold day. Highest temperatures of about 3 to 5 degrees. Coldest in the east and north. And for sure, as you guessed, Sunday night is a frosty night for many areas. Lowest temperatures of around -4 to +2 degrees. And Monday itself, freezing cold. Possibly an ice day in parts of East Ulster there and over Wicklow. Highest temperatures of freezing there, up to around 4 degrees in the west. And into Monday evening, it gets rapidly, bitterly cold. Possibly the coldest temperatures reducing by early Tuesday because we will see an incursion of less cold air from the west. But before that, a severe frost in parts of the south there. And notice the UK is absolutely frozen too. And into Tuesday, new thing. This run is showing some less cold air in just infiltrating into the south there. 7 degrees there, but in the east and north, it's still between 3 and 6 degrees. And here is the NAO index observed and GFS forecasted. So we are currently very negative with the NAO, as we know, with blocking to our north and chilly weather at present. It was cold earlier in the week, now it's chilly, and it's getting colder later on. Now, as we go into the second half of January, as we've established, the NAO is likely to go positive after around the 20th of January. And that is when some models are showing the mild weather to come back. But however, there's a lot of uncertainty with that, especially with today's earlier runs. I think that the 12Z runs are now back on track with the breakdown around January 20th. So here is the GFS run. So again, we have the high pressure close to us tomorrow and Saturday, bringing frost and the clear skies, but quite a lot of cloud at times as well. Also foggy with light winds. Into Sunday and Monday, we see a cold northerly flow taking over. So that does lower temperatures a lot. And you can see on Tuesday, we see that incursion of less cold air. The winds around this little trough here go a bit westerly. So that's why it gets a bit less cold on Tuesday in the south. But by Wednesday, we're back into the easterly winds. Now notice a little area of low pressure passes to our south. That would bring snow to the UK. However, the precip is missing Ireland on that run. So this low has been trending southwards today. And after that, there's a low to the north that comes in. And that probably brings some less cold air in from the Atlantic. That is part one getting milder. Then in comes the barrage of low pressures from the west. In comes a storm after storm after storm. And the onslaught pattern comes back basically into the end of January. Look at that, look at that. That's as flat as a pancake. Jet stream, flat and westerly from west to east. Look at that. Here is the ECM run, the European model. Let's see what the ECM is showing. So the ECM tomorrow and Saturday are under high pressure. But by Saturday, again, as we've established, the high pressure is going towards Greenland and a northerly is dropping in by Sunday and Monday, and the cold air is infiltrating from the north by then. And then beyond this into Tuesday and Wednesday, again, that low pretty much misses us and goes to our south, and it probably misses the UK as well, but possibly some snow for a time on Wednesday in places. That trough is on Thursday. That trough is interesting. That might bring us snow events on Thursday, January 18th, this day next week. That's a long way off. Time for changes. Then by Friday the 19th, Saturday the 20th, again, like the GFS, we are back to westerly winds. This morning's runs seemed a bit more bullish about being cold for longer, but I think that the 12Z runs are back to the mild weather coming back on January 20th or beyond that. So again, here is the UK Met run. Go through Tuesday. I think that the UK Met run is a better model to show why it's getting less cold on Tuesday. There's actually more of a westerly there, especially in the south. So that gets less cold air into the south. Upper temperatures actually do go less cold there. So UK Met run does go a bit less cold, as I said on Tuesday, but on Wednesday, down comes the cold air again. Again, that low does miss us to our south, and by Thursday, January 18th, we've got northerly winds with wintry showers, probably snow showers, mainly, into the north. Here's a GEM, here's a GEM. Now, of course, we're getting towards mid-January, the heart of winter now. So any wind that comes from the north will be bitter at this time of year. Any cold direction, like east, here's a GEM. So into the weekend, down comes northerly winds. A trough comes in through on Tuesday to Scotland. Now, this is a very snowy pattern for Scotland. If those troughs could dig further southwards than that, like we're seeing with this low, that yesterday looked as though it may bring us snow events to Ireland. If that same thing could happen to this low, then we in Ireland would be in a prime spot for a snow event. You know, so, that is something to watch. Just saying. Into Wednesday, again, that low passes to the south, and we're left in the cold northerly winds. And again, by Friday and Saturday next week, in come the westerly winds. We are back to the deluge, and it looks very stormy with that. These intense blue colours here. That's the PV gearing up, and these strong westerly winds, giving us copious amounts of rain and winds. Here's the icon run. Oh, I don't want that. Here's the icon run. There we go. So into the weekend, again, the high pressure goes towards Greenland, and down comes that northerly winds. Into next week, we see a northerly wind continuing. On Tuesday, again, a trough comes through the country. That's interesting. Could that bring some wintriness? It does, to the north, yes. So I think the icon has that little trough, has those constant troughs that come through Scotland and northern England, a bit further southwards, to affect the northern parts of Ireland. And troughs very, very close to us, even into January 19th. Now, I think that if the icon could go any further than that, it would not get colder on the cold wouldn't break down on January 20th, and we'd stay cold and possibly wintry. But I must say that most of the runs are trending milder then. And finally, we have the arpege. Unfortunately, as we know, the arpege does not go as far out as the other models. So we go through the weather for tomorrow and so on in detail. Tomorrow will be a mainly cloudy day with light winds and chilly temperatures with fog at times in the Midlands and North. Into Saturday, the high pressure starts to go towards Greenland, and we see a day of sunshine in the south and cold temperatures, though we see a band of light rain and drizzle coming in from the north. Into Sunday, we see a cool and bright day with showers into the north, some wintry by the evening, and these cold fronts moving southwards. And into Monday and Tuesday. Monday is a day of wintry showers in the north, otherwise it's dry, bright, but very, very cold. And Tuesday, if anything, with the arpege actually, by Tuesday at 6 a.m, this low is further north than the other models, I think. So compare that Tuesday at 6 a.m. with the arpege to the icon Tuesday at 6 a.m. I might be wrong. Could be wrong. Yeah, that is further north with the arpege than the icon GEM Tuesday at 6 a.m, 12 p.m, whatever. I think that is a tad further north with the arpege there. So just saying that there's one to watch as well. So again, everyone, thanks for watching. It's very interesting next week. And even as we've seen with the icon especially, even if that low, this low here, does not bring us snow events, there'll be low pressure around the country anyway. So there are little features that the models can't detect at this range that will only come up about 2 days in advance. So those have to be watched out for. Again, the systems that are sliding in from northwest over Scotland and northern England, if they get trending southwards like this low was, then we're in prime position to see snowfall from those. So there are things to watch out for, definitely. But there's nothing, nothing can be guaranteed at this stage. It's all possibilities. But I think one thing that we can say for sure at this stage is that mild air will not win out until at least January 19th or 20th. Famous last words, but I'm pretty confident about that since the models have been really concise, really very consistent with that theme over the past week or so. So again, thanks for watching everyone. I will see you tomorrow. But bye for now. And happy model watching. It's exciting, isn't it?